Yo, what's up, Aries? Welcome to your monthly forecast for the month of July 2017. Aries, I'm posting daily astrology on my Facebook page. I've been announcing this every month now because I'm getting a lot of new subscribers, and I want to make sure all my new subscribers are aware. And to all my existing subscribers, thank you very much for subscribing. I appreciate your loyalty. I wouldn't be able to do this without you. But to find my Facebook page, just type Gregory Furlan in your Facebook search bar. I post a daily forecast for all 12 signs. And make sure to give me a like when you're there. Now I'm going to jump into your forecast for the month of July 2017. This is for Aries for July 2017. The sun's going to be in Cancer throughout the month of July 2017. Aries, and Cancer is your fourth house. And the fourth house primarily has to do with your home life and your family situation. So throughout the month of July 2017, you're just going to want to kick your feet back. You're going to be relaxing at home. You're going to spend more time with family. You're not going to really feel like going out that much. You're not going to really feel like going out that much. And if you're going to see people, you're probably going to want to just have the company over to your home. On July 22nd, the sun is going to shift into Leo, and Leo is your fifth house. And the pace is going to amp up a lot following July 22nd because your fifth house is all about having fun. It's all about creativity. It's all about romance. And if you have children, it's all about your children too. So those are the main themes for you, Aries, for the month of July 2017. Now I'm going to talk about some more specific major astrological events that are set to occur this month and what they mean for you. Right off the bat on July 1st, Chiron starts to go retrograde, and it's in Pisces, and Pisces is your 12th house. The 12th house has to do with things that are private and hidden. Now, if you don't know what Chiron is, it's an asteroid in our solar system, and it has a lot in astrology. It has a lot to do with sensitivity, especially being overly sensitive. So when it goes retrograde, R for retrograde, R for release, you're going to be releasing sensitivity regarding some sort of private or hidden situation in your life, or potentially this has to do with letting go, because Pisces is also your area of letting go, and Chiron's going to be in this area until December. It's going to be retrograding in this area until December 5th. It won't start to move forward in this area again until December 5th. So this is quite a release process, and potentially some of you, Aries, are releasing somebody from your life during this time. Chiron has to do with sensitivity, so you're not going to be so sensitive anymore after this retrograde cycle is complete. You're not going to feel so sensitive about it, about having to let someone go or let something go out of your life anymore following December 5th. So the process starts on July 4th. Chiron starts its retrograde. It looks like it's going backwards. It's not really going backwards, but it looks like it is. That's a retrograde, and it lasts all the way up until December 5th. So after December 5th, you should start to feel more comfortable about a situation that might have come to a conclusion in your life. On July 2nd, Mars is in Cancer, and Cancer is your fourth house of your home and your family situation. It's making what's called an opposition to Pluto, which is retrograding in Capricorn. Capricorn is your 10th house. That's to do with your career situation primarily. So you have Mars on this end of the sky, and you have Pluto on this end of the sky, and they're facing off. They're making an exact opposition to each other. So this is sort of like a tug of war between your home life and between your career. So on July 2nd, you can expect, you're probably pretty busy at Mars. Mars suggests you're pretty in your home area, suggests you're pretty busy on the home front with home and family. And then Pluto on the other end of the spectrum in your area of career, that suggests things may be pretty intense in your career situation at the moment. So this is a tug of war between your home life and your family, or your home life and your career. So you're probably going to have a really busy day at the office on July 2nd. And maybe you probably might even have to stay late. Maybe whoever's at home is not going to be too happy about it. So I just want to make you aware of that one for July 2nd. Aries, on July 5th, the sun is in Cancer. That's your fourth house of your home and family situation. It's making a positive angle to Neptune, which is retrograding in Pisces. So this suggests that potentially some of you are having some sort of secret interaction in your home, or potentially something's coming to a completion regarding your home or family situation. And this is a positive situation, Aries. So, whatever's coming to a conclusion regarding home or family, or maybe you're letting go of something regarding home or family, this is a positive thing, because this is a positive angle between the Sun and Neptune here. And once again, now, Neptune is retrograding in this area of closure for you. So once again, R for retrograde, R for release. So potentially you could be releasing something regarding a home or family situation, and this is a very positive thing for you. And on July 9th, there's a full moon in Capricorn. It occurs a little bit after the clock strikes 12 a.m. A little bit after 12 a.m. on July 9th, there's going to be a full moon in the sign of Capricorn. And Capricorn is your 10th house of your career situation. And full moons bring changes. So you're going to have some sort of change probably coming down the pike regarding your career potentially, whether this means, for you Aries that are going to stay within your existing career, potentially you could see stuff changing around you in your office potentially. Or, if you are going to stay in the same role, potentially maybe something about your role is going to be a little bit different. Or maybe some of you Aries are going to stay within the same company, but you're going to have a different role within that company. And then to the more extreme side of things, some Aries could just have a different career coming down the pike altogether. So following the full moon on July 9th, there for some, I'm not saying for all Aries, but some Aries could have a totally new career or profession coming down the pike. So get ready, Aries. It's going to resonate differently for all of you Aries. Not one Aries is the same as the other. And also on July 9th, the Sun is in Cancer now, and it's making the opposition to Pluto. So before I talked about how Mars was in Cancer, making this opposition to Pluto. So now you have the Sun in Cancer on this end of the sky and Pluto on this end of the sky, and they're facing off. So now you have the Sun and Pluto facing off on July 9th, the same day as the full moon. So it's pretty intense. So maybe it's just going to be this tug of war thing reoccurring between your home life and your career situation on July 9th. On July 14th, Mercury's in Leo. Leo is your 5th house of your romantic situation. It's making an angle to Neptune retrograde in Pisces, which suggests a change of direction regarding a hidden romance potentially. So maybe you weren't so sure about a hidden romance previously, Aries, but now you are feeling more sure about it. So now you're changing the way you feel. Maybe before you weren't so sure, and now you're feeling, hey, yeah, maybe I'll give this a shot. So maybe if there is a hidden romance in your life, potentially this is something you might move forward with. And then also Neptune's in that area of letting go. So potentially Aries, maybe you weren't so sure about letting someone go romantically. Maybe you're romantically involved with someone, you weren't sure about letting them go. But now all of a sudden, Mercury's in Leo, making this aspect to Neptune retrograde in Pisces. Once again, R for retrograde, R for release. In Pisces, potentially you're like, well, I wasn't going to let this person go who I've been with romantically. Now all of a sudden you're thinking otherwise. So it's going to, once again, it's going to resonate differently for all Aries. On July 18th, Venus is in Gemini. Gemini is your 3rd house. That's to do with communication in your life. It's making a positive angle to Jupiter, which is in Libra. Libra is your area of relationships. So this is a great day for love and relationships and saying things. Venus is in Gemini. Gemini is your 3rd house. Has to do with communication. So saying things, say something romantic to the one that you're interested in, especially if you're a single Aries. If you're a single Aries, this is a great day. You should not waste this opportunity to say something to the object of your affection. If you're happily coupled up, then obviously you're going to be saying more blissfully romantic things to your significant other. This is a great day to have romantic conversation with your significant other on July 18th. On July 23rd, there's a new moon in Leo. Leo is your 5th house of your romantic situation. So here we go. For you single Aries, this is a great aspect for somebody new coming down the pike for romance potentially. So in the way new moon works, it's going to hit on July 23rd. In the 6 months that follow July 23rd, all these new developments are going to start coming down the pike regarding your romantic life. So that means in the 6 months that follow July 23rd, somebody could potentially be coming into your life for romance for you single Aries. Now, if you're an Aries that's coupled up, then this just means new stuff for the romance with your existing partner who you're happy with. And if you're an Aries that's in a relationship that's not going so great, then potentially somebody else is coming down the pike, which is eventually going to cause you to make a move. And if this doesn't have to do with romance on July 20th, the new moon that happens on July 23rd, if it doesn't have to do with romance for you, Aries, then potentially for you creative Aries, this suggests that some sort of new creative endeavor coming down the pike following the 6 months that follow July 23rd. And for you Aries that have children, This means new developments regarding your children in the 6 months that follow July 23rd. On July 26th, Venus, the planet of love, is in Gemini. It's making a positive angle to the North Node in Leo. Leo, once again, that's your fifth house of your romantic situation. And the North Node is all about where we're headed. So, where are you headed, Aries, in your, where do you want to go, Aries? I mean, you have Venus in Gemini on July 26th, making this positive angle to the North Node in Leo, which is your area of romance. So this is you talking about where you want to go romantically. Where do you want to go love-wise? I mean, think about it right now while you're listening to me say it. Where do you want to go love-wise? What direction do you want to take your love life, Aries? And you may have more clear of it. If you're watching this video in the beginning of July, by the time it's July 26th, you may have more of a clear idea where you want to go romantically in your life. And then on July 30th, Venus is in Gemini. It's making a positive angle to Uranus, the planet of the unexpected, in your sign. So this is a great day to unexpectedly say something about your romantic life, to say something, for you single Aries, you should definitely make the effort to flirt with the object of your affection on July 30th. That's all I have for you this month, Aries. Thank you very much, and I'll see you next time.